So hello everyone, welcome to the new day and new vlog. I thought that I'll make this video today from the balcony because it's quite raining outside and this seems to be a good location. So I'm thinking today that I'll discuss about the psychology task or the assignment, the very first task that we got from the professor this week. And as you must have seen yesterday, I told you in the vlog that I need to submit. There's a deadline. Although today class got cancelled because there is some kind of strike here for a day. So today we our class is not there. But I thought that I'll discuss about what kind of assignment we got in the first week of our psychology lecture. So if I start, there were it was the introductory session, and after that they asked us, the professor asked us that we need to submit a short essay. So it seems to be quite different because this time, so we have kind of weekly assignments or some assignments which have certain deadlines. So in the first class we were asked that till the time of next week you need to submit a short essay, and we like she handed us a page in which the guidelines were written. I had the page with me. I cannot directly share the page because these are only for those students who gets registered, so there might be some data privacy issue, but I'll try to tell you about the guidelines or the idea what we received and what were the details. So if I start, first of all, as I've told you, we got the task of writing a short essay, but what kind of essay? So she said that there were some sample keywords which were given to us. For example, cognition, brain, thinking, some kind of sample keywords, and we were asked that you need to search an article from a secondary source. So not from a primary source. It should be a secondary source. For example, she told that it might be Psychology Today. Now if you go to Psychology Today and from there you search articles, and regarding for that article you have to summarize it, and the range is also given. So for example, 400 to 500 words, your summary should be in between that range, and then there are some details or constraints. For example, it should be in a specific format, right? You should mention the author name if it is there, and if it's not there, then how you can mention it. So we received some guidelines of regarding that short essay, in what kind of format it should be, and we need to upload it in OLAT, our platform, where we can see our course and access our course. It is accessible if you register for the psychology course. So you first need to register for the psychology course, then you will be able to see the assignments in OLAT, and then you can submit your assignment online there till the time of deadline. So there is deadline mentioned if you go to OLAT as well, but first you need to register for it. So now, for example, you searched an article, right, and you got an article from Psychology Today or from any other secondary source. Then you need to summarize it. Regarding the font size, suppose it is mentioned the size should be 12, it should be in Times New Roman, right, and there should be single spacing. So like these guidelines are written so that you have to write in that format, and it is specifically mentioned as well that this should be followed because you will receive the marks accordingly. So suppose she mentioned that if you mention the web link, right, you also have to mention the link of the website from where you got the article. So you wrote down the summary, then you have to mention the link, and it should be in the requirement format. For example, web here, and then you mention the link in front of it, and if the author name is not there, then you write www1, and then you mention the topic name, and then you mention the link inside the brackets. So the format needs to be followed, and it is specifically mentioned that if there will be marks given based on formats. So you will receive marks as far as we have been told, and so we have to follow the guidelines. So it is, if I say, it's quite different for me as well, because usually in other subjects, some of the subjects we had to maybe go to the exercise classes, or we have to prepare for exam. But for this, right, in the very first week we received our assignment guidelines, and we need to make a short essay. And this is our very first task, so there will be different number of tasks till the time we reach to the exam period. So in a way it's kind of different, the process of psychology class. And also as I've told you, you have to. And one thing is also mentioned that there are thousands of articles, right? So now there are keywords. You search for the keywords, you write the article accordingly, you follow the guidelines, you summarize it within 400 500 words. And in one paper, the paper, we this paper was handed over to us when we were in the lecture, right? So for those students who are registered, she distributed this paper regarding the guidelines, and they can access it, right? So in that, there were certain set of questions which are mentioned. For example, why you chose this topic, right? Suppose 6 7 questions, why you chose this topic, and what do you think author has strongly mentioned, or what he should have mentioned. And do you, or maybe if I read one of the questions, maybe you have to summarize the main findings, right? And suppose from where they gathered the data. So there are some these kind of questions which should be answered inside your article. So you have to summarize in a way that you answer all these 6 7 questions, you follow the guidelines, the font size needs to be there, the formatting needs to be accordingly, and the web link needs to be present, and then your name should be there. So it's kind of, and you have to do in a single A4 paper. And once you write in Word, you have to submit that as a PDF in OLAT. So if I summarize it, then for the first task, you choose a topic from secondary source, you try to answer the questions, cover those questions, you summarize it, you try to maintain the word range, you one has to follow the formatting, one has to follow the guidelines which are mentioned, and then as a PDF you have to one has to submit that in OLAT. Also, suppose you took one sample article, one have to submit that particular article as well in the portal. So what I did was, yesterday when I submitted, so I submitted the summary as well as I submitted the article one by one. So first I uploaded the summary which I wrote, and then from the article from where I wrote, I uploaded it as well. I downloaded it as a PDF, and then I uploaded it as well. And now it's in, it's showing that it is in a stage of review. So maybe then the professor will see it, and then she will mark you, or maybe post her comments, and then she will tell you how much marks you got, and the further procedure will be followed. And I think I hope you get some idea about what kind of task we got in the psychology class. It's kind of different, so I thought that I'll try to share the details about the task that we will receive, because this is the first time that we took psychology type of subject in the master's course. So I hope you get some information, and that's it. The timeline, the deadline needs to be followed. The guideline one has to maybe read properly, so that you don't miss on some points, because it is explicitly mentioned that if you don't follow them, then marks will be deducted, or you will be graded accordingly. So the assignment and the task also have marks. So this is different. We'll talk about maybe the grading structure once we also receive some more inputs and get some more idea. But this is about the first task that we got in the very first class, and till we got 1 week time. So till next week we have to submit it. So that's it for this video. I hope you get some idea about our first psychology task, the short essay task that we received. And I think I'll end this vlog now, and rest like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Till then, ciao, bye, namaste. Chalo.